Yo, what is up? So I thought I'd have a look at Stalker 2 because I wanted to do the same thing again. I'll look at it on the 4090 using the latest DLSS 4 files, and then I'll have a look on the 9070XT with FSR 4. So they're both natively supported in this game, so I don't have to use OptiScale up or anything like that on the 9070XT. And another thing I've noticed is because with DLSS 4 that is actually improving all the time. If you look on it, there is actually a lot more updates for so now we've got 3.10.3, which is the latest version. So I've not done it in here, but I've done it in the app because you literally don't need to do it on the DLSS swapper unless, I think it just does it better because what you do, you get the actual profile of the DLSS. So like preset K or whatever the latest version is, you would get it through this app. So I've applied it in there. I've got a frame generation, probably won't use that, but so that's the one, that's the latest version. So that should be that 3.10.3 version. So that's all ready to go. So I'll load it up. So put that on. Alright. So I've done the shaders. They can take a bit of time, but they go quicker now. I've already done them. This seems to be one of them games where they take the longest, the shaders in there. But there's been a lot of updates and all that, but it's still not the. There is a few sort of artifacts in the game, but one thing I will say about this generation is I've been really impressed with the upscalers like DLSS 4 and FSR 4. And the other thing I wanted to say is when you're comparing it to native TAA, I am definitely preferring the technologies, to be honest, because the thing with TAA is it just blurs it out more, but you get a sharper image with these upscalers. And the other, I will have a bit of a look at that because I've never liked TSR because it just makes everything more blurry. We'll keep on that for now anyway, because it is mainly about DLSS 4 and the differences between FSR 4. So we'll have a look at that. We'll be in the NPC area. There's just more things to look at there. But even on a 9800X3D, it is very sort of CPU limited in this area. So it's even worse. It just makes you laugh that, well, that's slightly improved, but it's definitely better than it was at launch anyway. So right, so I want to have a look in there because I've had this game loaded up a few times on the 9070XT. But I will have another look because I'll do it in two parts, like I've done in my Expedition 3, 33 and GTA 5. Right, so let's have a look. I think that might be slightly more stable on DLSS 4, although it looked pretty good on FSR 4. Again, I think it is this the finer details. It might be slightly more stable on the DLSS. DLSS 4, obviously. Texture, the face of characters or the NPCs, it looks up a bit. I think there might be slightly more texture detail, but it is very close. What I will say, I think they're both good, but slightly different. DLSS 4 an FSR 4, but it does seem to have an edge, if I'm being honest, the DLSS 4. And again, this is improving all the time as well with the latest updates, DLSS. I mean, that is probably the thing that's impressed me. Well, probably the only thing that has impressed me about Nvidia this generation is the upscaling. Because if you switch it, so if we just put TSR on, because I noticed this in Rebirth, it's just a lot more blurry. So I do the same setting, even ultra quality DLSS 4 would look better. Even if you put that on performance, probably DLSS. Yeah, see, that's more blurry now. So I've lost some texture detail there on his nose, on his face. I mean, the hair's not shimmering. It's not shimmering like it would on the FSR 3, but it's just all blurred out. So that's probably why. It's like you sort of going down a resolution or two with TSR sometimes. I've never really liked it, to be honest. I noticed it in Rebirth where all the finer details just went because it was all blurred out on if you're looking at all the scenery. So I didn't like that. So that's why it's not bad. I mean, depends what you got access to. If you got access to FSR 4, DLSS 4, I suppose you can use it, but I don't think it's that. I'm not a big fan of it all, really, though. The TSR, it just blurs everything out, and I just don't like that blur. So we go back to DLSS 4 because there is a few things I want to look at to compare. Yeah, I usually have a look at this bloke just to look at the detail. Yeah, that looks very similar. Again, there might be a tad more texture detail, but it is very, very close from, I mean, I don't think the average person would notice it. Maybe most people wouldn't, unless you're literally comparing it side by side or whatever. Yeah, overall it does look pretty good. That's the best way to get this game looking better, is using DLSS 4 or FSR 4. It's quite a dark game, so you got to look for specific things. The gun. It doesn't seem to go blurry or anything when you're moving it about. They look pretty stable, the trees and the leaves on them. So that is something else I can look at on the FSR 4. Oh, this here. Yeah, that looks very clean. Yeah, I am, as I said, that is what's impressed me about Nvidia, their technologies. They always seem to be updating that and giving you the best experience on that. So, as I said, the main issue I've had is their drivers, which is not good, but all that seems better recently on the 4090 with the drivers. I haven't really had any issues. I think it's mostly the 5000 series that have had the issues. Better put that down. Huh. Thought he was set. He's asleep. So I think it's just the finer details that that looks very clean, yeah. Textured details really good on this guy. Stellar. Oh, yeah, I mean, I think this latest version has improved it a bit more as well. So again, that AMD and NVIDIA are both going to do that. So I think that's enough of that. So now it's fresh in my mind. That's the first time actually I've had a good look at DLSS 4 on this game with the latest versions. So thanks for watching, and I'll see you in the part 2.